I was working outside in the yard, and I was hauling dirt in a wheelbarrow, and I hauled a lot of wheelbarrow loads, and then one day, all of a sudden, it just came upon me that my back was hurting. So I took a couple days off and went back at it, and it didn't get better. I had to crawl to go to the bathroom. That's how bad it was. My name is Dennis, and I'm from up north. So I ended up even going to the emergency one day, just because it got so bad. I thought something was really, really internally wrong with me. Turned out it's, something to do with my back, and it wasn't an organ or anything like that. So it was okay. It was bad enough that, and it didn't get any better. I guess that's where it was going. It didn't get any better, and so I had to start looking for somebody to help. I spent many nights in October sleepless, maybe an hour or two at night sleeping. It was like I get 2 or 3 hours of rest, and that was really a lot of sleep for me. So it was severe back pain that drove me. I really just tried physical therapy. Okay, I'm definitely afraid of surgery because I've had one major surgery. It didn't go so well. I spent 17 days in the hospital, 12 of those in the ICU. I had open heart surgery, and it was kind of hairy there for a while. My wife was worried that I might not make it. So it was, I have to stay away from surgery if I at all possibly can. And it's kind of what the orthopedics guys had said, when I sat down and talked to them, they said, well, we can do physical therapy and we can do shots, but chances are you're going to require surgery. That kind of said to me, I need to seek an alternative. That's why I went to Dr. Jackson to talk to him, see what he had to say. We knew about Dr. Drager from when we lived in Wausau, and their practice was in Antigo and in the Wausau area. We followed them from when we lived in Wausau, and we saw that he was working in Green Bay. Dr. Jackson was working in Green Bay. And because Dr. Jackson and his father are pioneers in the use of high-intensity laser treatments in combination with the more traditional chiropractic treatments, we decided we should go talk to them and see what they have to offer. It's an alternative and maybe something that was right for me. Turns out we were right. It is right for me. And when you consider I hobbled in the first time, and now I'm walking by myself, I'm driving myself in. Yeah, it's been a good choice for us. 2 things that we considered when choosing a healthcare provider for this particular incident, if you will: expertise and experience. And because the Dragers are pioneers in utilizing the high-intensity laser treatments in combination with more traditional chiropractic treatments, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, that's a pretty good place to start. They check off both the boxes. When we came here and got Dr. Jackson's diagnosis, and he explained to us what was going on, what was causing, what the root cause was of my back pain, and what he planned to do, including the hilts. It's like, oh, that makes all kinds of sense, and it's the alternative that I'm looking for because I don't want to end up in surgery. So that's kind of what pushed us in and kept us going with Dr. Jackson. My expectation was to get back to walking, okay, and walking at a brisk pace and walking a fair distance. So I think we're there. I just have to get the pace up, but right now, walking 2 miles was my goal. Hopefully I'll get back to walking 5K because that's what I was doing before before I had my injury. The people that work here are very professional. They're very helpful. They answer my questions when I have them, and they don't beat around the bush. So, yeah, it's very nice to have people that follow up and do what they say they're going to do, and I don't have to ask them 20 times. We've had some experiences where people just don't do that anymore, and it's like very refreshing to have people that we can count on. Anybody that has heart disease like me that need to walk, I would say come in, see what Dr. Jackson can do for them. I'll bet he'll have you walking in no time. I would say come in and talk to Dr. Jackson, even have x-rays so he can tell you what you're dealing with, and then listen to what he has to say about his course of treatment. I think it'll make sense. Midwest Pain Solutions listened to my wife and I and planned out a course of action to attack the root cause of my pain, and it has been a very successful visit for us.